Yeah, I mean, that's what Steph said in the huddle. Like, we're built for this moment when Kelsey went down, and then we're challenging the call on AB. We've been here before, so it's just so unlucky. So crazy.
How do you draw up a strategy when a screen might be called a legal one trip and ignored the next? Fans noticed and media voices started saying the same thing out loud. People called it bias, some even suggesting special treatment for Aces stars. And the more the numbers stacked up, the free throws, the missed calls, the more it looked believable. This wasn't random. This was a trend that threatened competitive balance. In every matchup, by the time Game 4 ended, no one could claim it was coincidence. The Fever weren't just battling Las Vegas. They were battling a whistle that kept shoving them back. And if the first 4 games were frustrating, Game 5 made everything explode. Did the Indiana Fever actually lose Game 5? Or were they robbed by officials who refused to let them win? Think about it. Aaliyah Boston fouls out late on what looked like a clean rebound. Kelsey Mitchell gets hacked all night, ends up cramping so badly she lands in a hospital. Odyssey Sims gets clipped and still drops 27 points. And yet, the whistle? Always leaning Vegas's way. If you thought this game was fair, you probably weren't watching closely. This wasn't a loss. They fought through chaos, injuries, and officiating mistakes, only to have the series stolen. So what did Lexie Hall say after the heartbreaking loss? And the stolen game? And that theft? That's the story nobody is letting slide. Let us know down in the comments below what you think of the refs this series. What if the biggest opponent the Fever faced wasn't the 2-time champs, but the referee crew with their whistle? That's how the entire series started to feel. Because from Game 1 on, there was a pattern that fans couldn't ignore. Every time Indiana made a push, it seemed like the flow of the game got interrupted by calls that tilted possession right back to Vegas. One example that set the tone was Aaliyah Boston being tagged for touch fouls that quarterbacks would shrug off in the NFL. Meanwhile, Kelsey Mitchell and Lexie Hall fought through defenders draped on her all series long, but whistles stayed silent. By the end of the first 3 contests, the Fever had built frustration not with their play, but with how the game was called. These weren't one-off mistakes either. By Game 3, the imbalance was glaring. The free throw numbers tilted heavy toward the Aces. That meant not just easy points on a line, but also shifting energy. Defensive momentum is hard to sustain when you can't get a stop without a foul being recorded against you. On the other side, Indiana played through near tackles at the rim without the same whistle. Fever coach Stephanie White even admitted the inconsistency made it nearly impossible to plan.